Welcome, everybody. This is the Board of Mayor and Aldermen October 2nd, 2018 regular meeting, and I'll call this meeting to order. We have a quorum. The prayers with Alderman Jones and the Pledge of Allegiance is Alderman Brown. Please stand for the prayer, please.
Mayor, Board, I'd like to have Senator Sparks come forward, please.
Bow with me, please. Dear Father in heaven, we just come before you with humble hearts, asking for guidance and wisdom upon this legislative body here tonight, Lord. Thank you for allowing all the good gifts that you've given this great Rutherford County and City of Laverne and this great nation, Lord, and this great state. Be with Mayor Waldron, be with our aldermen, Calvin Jones and Melissa Brown and Jason Cole, Lord, and especially Miss Sherry Green, Lord, and just continue to bless our fire department, our public works, Lord, and others, and be with those that are suffering from sickness and disease that and our shut-ins, Lord. And all these things we ask in your name. Amen.
Thanks, Pat.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're down to order of business. Number one, approve the minutes, September 4th, 2018 regular meeting and September 20th, 2018 special meeting. Need a motion to approve the minutes.
Make a motion to accept September 4th, September 20th minutes as presented.
Got a motion to approve the minutes. Need a second.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Hearing no nays, the minutes of September 4th, 2018 regular meeting and the minutes of September 20th, 2018 special meeting is approved. Now we're down to number two. We got a presentation. It's a proclamation from State Representative Mike Sparks. Mike, you want to meet me up front?
This is a little surprise if Alderman Brown can come forth. Appreciate Bruce and the mayor and others working with me on this. You know, many of us have went back and finished our degrees later in life, and many of us know how difficult that it can be going back to school with raising a family and whatnot. I went back and finished my degree later in life, and you know, want to recognize Alderman Brown. I've seen her, not say struggle, but go through school, go to Motlow and graduate, and then go on to MTSU. And I was at your graduation when there, and you graduated summa cum laude. And a lot of folks don't realize summa cum laude. I started doing some research. Only 2% of the people graduate summa cum laude. Okay, I don't even see how anybody can achieve higher than that. Okay, but anyways, I want to read this proclamation for you. Whereas it is fitting that the members of the Tennessee legislative body should salute those citizens who, through their extraordinary efforts, have distinguished themselves as community leaders, of whom we can all be proud of. And whereas one such noteworthy person is Alderman Melissa Brown, who has distinguished herself as a citizen with the greatest dedication, ability, and integrity. And whereas a resident of Laverne since 1983, Alderman Brown attended Laverne Primary School and graduated from Laverne High School in 1993. Whereas a member of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, she earns a degree in Computer Information Technologies from Motlow State Community College 2015, obtained her Bachelor's of Science degree in Information Technology from Middle Tennessee State University, graduated summa cum laude in 2018. Whereas in 2014, Melissa was elected to serve as an alderman of Laverne City Council. A civic-minded individual of the highest order, Alderman Brown proved instrumental in securing approval for Laverne's first economic development specialist position, and she has been an exceptional leader in promoting economic development within the city as the chair of the Economic Development Committee. Whereas Alderman Melissa Brown is deeply devoted to the citizens of Laverne. She supports events throughout the community, including serving as master of ceremonies for local beauty pageants, as whereas Alderman Brown epitomizes the spirit and commitment that is characteristic of a true Tennessean, and she should be especially recognized for her many accomplishments and devoted work. And therefore, I, Beth Harwell, Speaker of the Tennessee House of Representatives on the 110th General Assembly of the State of Tennessee, at the request in conjunction with Representative Mike Sparks, Representative Don White, Senator Bill Kitcher, and Senator Shane Reeves, do hereby proclaim that we honor and commend Alderman Melissa Brown for her selfless services to her fellow citizens and extend to her her best wishes for continued success and happiness in her future. Congratulations.
Line up here.
Folks, I hated people like this in school. They made such good grades. I struggled.
Didn't bring the white. Let's do it. All right. 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Somebody.
One seat too old.
Oh, I got the wrong shape. I knew something looked different. It's these glasses. That being said, we're down number 3, department reports. Fire department, Chris.
We had 272 calls in the month of September. I'd like to add that we don't have on this report that we sent a squad and 2 members to North Carolina to assist with Hurricane Florence. Those dates was September the 14th or the 20th. They provided assistance to a lot of North Carolina fire departments, and we're very grateful that they were able to assist. I left on the 25th to go to South Carolina on the incident management team, and we supported the search and rescue efforts in South Carolina. I'm very grateful. I think that our city represented our people well, and they were providing aid and support to those people that needed it. And with that, we appreciate your permission to go down there and assist. And so, any questions?
Thank you, Chris. Great job.
Thank you.
Down to B, police department.
Chief Walker wanted to go over a couple stats with you guys. For the month of September, we had 3,110 calls for service. For the past 3 months, we've had 10,841 calls for service. Year to date for 2018 is 32,357. And for the same period in 2017, it was 32,634, so virtually unchanged. Chief wanted to introduce the 3 new officers. They should be coming in now. If you guys will come up here. Mayor and Aldermen, this is Officer Juan Lugo, Officer Brandon Rose, and Officer Alvin Pike. They recently graduated from the Tennessee Law Enforcement Training Academy, where they did 12 weeks of training. They were sworn in officially on Friday afternoon at a private ceremony with their families. They are beginning their 3-month FTO phase this week and should be hitting the streets near Christmas. And we'd like to welcome them to the city and for graduating.
Welcome aboard.
Yes, the next will be Codes Department. Randolph, you already about up there.
Yeah, I figured I'd save ourselves a few minutes.
It's hard to get anything over on you, Randolph.
Our September 2018 monthly report, we had 26 single-family dwelling permits at 5.3 million. We had 6 commercial permits issued. There were 4 miscellaneous permits issued. There were 3 signs and 1 grading. There were 7 permits issued to include additions and remodels. We had a total number of permits for the month of 47. The valuation was 13.8 million. Our monthly fees were $61,025.50 for the month of September. We had 28 single-family dwelling plumbing permits and 5 commercial plumbing permits. There were 29 single-family dwelling permits and 6 commercial plumbing permits. For the month, we issued letters and responded to complaints for 127 tall grass, 37 junk cars in the yards, and 17 other. There were 467 building permits for the month, and I want to thank Larry Bird for shouldering the majority of that. We have since hired an inspector, but he has been truly a blessing to have carried that many inspections for the month. For that, I'd like to thank him personally. Our monthly revenues with impact fees were $163,894.08. Our total permits issued year-to-date were 221 for single-family dwellings. This time last year was 187. For the year, we're sitting at 461 total permits issued year-to-date. Any questions?
Thank you, Randolph.
Thank
Randolph,
you.
I want to tell you thank you. You went over, we had a resident who reached out to both you guys and to me about some questions involving codes and adding on to their home and their exterior area. You actually went out there and worked with her, so thank you so much for that. She did very much appreciate it because we've spoken afterwards, but it helped point her in the right direction of what she needed to do.
I know who you're speaking of, and I enjoyed meeting them. The gentleman there, he and I had some similar interests in what should have been just a few minutes. I enjoyed our conversations, and sadly it run over a little bit, Bruce. I did spend a little more time than needed on that inspection, but I appreciate you commenting, mentioning that. Thank you.
Thank you, Randolph. Good job. Now we're down to Park and Rec. We got Miss Felicia Mays.
Board of Aldermen, so a couple of numbers I want to go over are our multipurpose building was rented 6 times, our pavilions 8. Our visitors in the park was about 46,000. The senior center, we were happy to announce the reopening last week of that. So we don't have numbers on that. However, you know, it was a soft reopening. It went well. The building looks amazing, and so we're really excited. I actually went there this morning and visited them, and everybody happy, upbeat, glad that it was reopened. So that's good news. Upcoming events, we have quite a few this month. October 13th is our Fall Farmers Market celebration. We're going to be here at City Hall from 12 to 5. We have October 19th is Howl at the Moon. October 27th, Trail of Treats. And then our pageant is actually November 3rd, which isn't on there. Veterans Day, and then Parade of Lights. So all that is coming up. We're working on that. And then our upcoming meetings are going to be our Parks and Rec meeting on 10/15 at 6 p.m. The Greenway, 10:15 at 7 p.m. And then our Senior Center meeting, 10:18 at 4 p.m. You guys have any questions?
Felicia, I was there for the ribbon cutting, and it was a big crowd. They had to run and get extra chairs. We had a super big crowd. Everybody had a good time. And
It was
all the
amazing.
seniors was super happy to have it back open.
Yeah, they were excited.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Finance, Phyllis.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Alderman. Tonight's report includes the first 2 months of the fiscal year. For the general fund, expenditures have exceeded revenues by approximately $2.2 million. Local sales tax, we've collected approximately $1.4 million. That makes us $373,000 better than what we budgeted at this time of the year, and $178,000 better than what we did this time last year. State Street Aid revenues exceeded expenditures by approximately $143,000. Stormwater revenues exceeded expenditures by approximately $53,000, and the Water Sewer Fund revenues exceeded expenditures by approximately $718,000. Second page is our balances to our various bank accounts. And the third page is comparison to prior year. Revenues are down in general fund about $148,000. Expenses are up about $723,000. In the Water Sewer Fund, revenues are up $121,000 and expenses are down $296,000. I'm sorry, expenses are up $296,000. And also tap fee revenue is up $332,000. Any questions?
I have a question, fellas. I got a few questions. I've been fielding some indirect calls that I wanted to ask you so the general public can get an answer to them, because I didn't want to answer them erroneously. Well, first, have you been getting any calls about the new tax bills?
Yes, we started getting calls yesterday. Apparently, the Rutherford County mailed out all of our tax bills must have been Thursday or Friday of last week, and so residents have started getting those tax bills. The calls that we've been getting so far are residents that have heard that the bills have gone out and they haven't gotten theirs, and so they're calling in wanting a copy or wanting to know what their amount is.
Okay. Now, we all know that the certified rate was 3/4 or 75%. What is the new tax rate?
The new tax rate is 71 cents per $100 of assessed value.
And did all of the bills go up?
No, there are certain parts of town, I guess you could kind of say certain parts of town, more of your newer homes, the values, the assessed value did not go up because they had, they're newer and they have been built during the midst of the economy rising. So they were more valued, more to the assessed value. As a matter of fact, a lot of those went down. I was doing some research today, and I noticed that some of the areas that actually went down was Woodsong, Pinnacle Point Phase 2, the newer sections of Cottages of Lake Forest, the Ridge, Cedar Grove. So several of your newer areas, I guess, of town maintained, or their property taxes actually went, assessed values actually went down. Now, Lake Forest, pretty much everybody in Lake Forest went up. That helps their resale value. Their taxes went up very minimum as compared to what the appraisal went up, due to the tax rate going to 71 cents instead of 75. Because if it had went to 75, we would see a lot more substantial increase. So, there's no way to set a rate that's going to benefit everybody to lower their taxes. You've got some that went up and some that went down.
Okay. And just as a general question, where can the citizens go to find out more about their property tax information as far as value, tax rate, and all that?
There's about 3 websites that I know of. One is directly on the City of Laverne webpage. You go under How Do I, and then you go under property taxes, and then you can search your property or anybody else's property. The 2018 taxes had not been loaded as of today. I think, Glenn?
It should be there tomorrow or Thursday.
Thursday? Okay. You can also go to the Rutherford County Property Tax Assessor's website, and that page will give you more of your current value of your home, and it'll also give you some resale information. So it's a good tool if you're actually looking for a home to go to that site. And then there's also the Rutherford County Trustee that shows what you have paid as far as your county taxes, and it shows it by the year what you've paid, and also your current county bill.
Okay. And is there still an option if you ask for a reassessment?
Yes, I believe that you can still ask for a reevaluation of your property if you feel that your property went up too much in appraisal. Then you can certainly request that to be reviewed.
Okay.
And that's done through the county.
Thank you very much. I would have never answered that way, so thank you very much.
The city property tax, I think, went down, what, 5.3%.
Yes, from the certified rate to the budget rate, it went down 5.3%.
The people seeing a higher price on their property.
appraisal, their
Because a
assessed
lot of
values.
people's property went up like $40,000. And that's where they're seeing a difference. Some people seeing $28, maybe up to $50.
Right.
But it's because their house is worth more.
Right, the assessed values went up because of the appraisal going up, so
The city tax went down, what, 5.3%, I think.
that's correct.
Thank you, Phyllis. Good job.
Thank you.
Library, I don't see Donna. If it's ain't nobody here for the library's stuff is in everybody's package. So we're down to water treatment plant. Wayne, you brought the whole cavalry, Richard, today.
Yeah, I brought the whole army. Good evening, Mayor and Aldermen. For the month of September, we treated 117.9 million gallons of water from the lake, delivered 102.8 to the city. That's about 3.9 per day treated and 3.4 delivered. We still having issues with the Paul unit. It's still out of service. We got some information from the Paul late in September on what to do with the valve. So this come probably next week, we're going to work on that valve to see what the recommendations they put forth to see if that fixes the issue. We're still working with Griggs and Maloney and everything to make sure we can get that unit back up and running. Received word from TDEC that a bacteriological sampling site plan has been approved. We take 40 samples every month from the distribution system. We have a plan that has us with 102 samples, and the state has approved that. The bacteria lab was recertified on September 11th, so we're good for 3 more years to run the bacteriological analysis for the city. The combined filter effluent line has been officially relocated. So TDEC has been informed, and on September 5th, Griggs Maloney let them know. I spoke with Michael Murphy on September 12th. We had some instrumentation that we had to get up and running. That all occurred, and as of September 25th, we switched over to the new site. Unfortunately, Ms. Amy Brown resigned from the position to pursue a different opportunity. We did hire a new operator named Dustin Ray. We have an open maintenance technician position who will be starting middle of October. I think October 15th he will start. I already told you this, Mayor, I'm going to tell you again, the lake's up to 491.8 feet, so we're above pool. And we've seen a lot of rain. We're 3.1 inches above normal. Any questions?
Did you had a statement you wanted on the recent TDEC inspection?
Say that, I'm sorry?
You had a statement you wanted, or you had prepared about the recent TDEC inspection?
Yeah, so the TDEC was on site. We're currently looking into some issues from a former employee. To date, none of the issues that he's raised has been substantiated. But we're working in cooperation with regulators to look into this with what the former employee said. I want to make it important to note to everyone that the issue at hand does not involve the quality of the water that's left the treatment facility, and that there should be no concerns about the safety of the water to the customers.
Any further questions? Thank you. Good job.
Thank you.
That puts us down to Public Works. Garland?
Good afternoon, Mayor and Alderman. This will be for the month of September. Had a total of 27 requests for brush pickup. We removed about 75,000 pounds this month due to the liquid sunshine we were having. We had 381 workhouse hours with 93 work orders. In the fleet department, we had 35 repairs, 32 in-house, and 3 outsourced, 28 oil change, tires, brakes, equipment repairs, mostly lawnmowers, weed eaters, different main things that we use in the street department. Any questions? Also, we did get finished up on the paving and on Willowview and the side streets there, Hurricane Circle. I don't know when they're coming back. We've got some streets to get approved tonight. Hoping that they'll be back before the plants close in November. So first of November maybe.
I was looking over the list. I didn't see Blair Road. Was we going to pay Blair Road?
I didn't have it on for this year. I know I had talked about it, I think during the budget retreat, and they said that they thought there was a project that may have been going in out there and didn't want to do anything with it right then. So, but I don't know if that project went under. I don't know.
I think that project was down by the city limits. I like to see if we can probably get that Blair Road pavement in.
It wasn't on my thing. I mean, like we're doing tonight, it had to be approved by council.
Okay. I just didn't see it on there, and I was thinking, I know we talked about it at one time. Okay. Thank you, Garland.
Any more questions?
Good job. Puts it down to utility. Michael?
Mayor Alderman, good afternoon. For the month of September 2018, Water Department had a total of 146 work orders. Our main line repairs for the month was 2. Service lines were 6. We was working with the water treatment plant with some blow-off repairs. The number for the month was 55. We inspected 443 valves. Our estimated gallons of water not sold was 386,845. 41 and a half hours total overtime. Meter department, we had a total of 455 work orders, had 30 new meter sets, 67 meter swaps. We listened to 5.8 miles of pipe, detected 298 meters, answered 243 Tennessee 1 calls. Our customer request for the month was 10, and 5 hours overtime for the month of meter department. On down to sewer, had a total of 112 work orders. Service calls were 70, pump stations 42. Our final grinder pump inspections for the month was 8. Our manhole inspections and repairs were 78. Rebuilt 9 grinder pumps in-house and had a total of 30 and a half hours overtime for the month. And as Mr. Garland said, a lot of rain this month, and we had 0 overflows in the collection system, so improvements are being made.
Thank you, Michael. Y'all do a good job,
Thank you, sir.
always. That puts down to Cheryl, HR.
Good evening, Mayor, Aldermen. Here's the Human Resource Report for the month of September. We had 3 external jobs posted with 26 applicants, 14 new hires, 1 internal job posting with 2 applicants, 1 employee resignation, 0 terminations. There were 0 worker compensation claims and 2 liability claims. 75 total in the area of care here appointments, 5 no-shows, 384 care here enrollments, 7 HRAs were conducted, 1 short-term disability claim filed, for a total claim dollar amount of $491,840. Are there any questions?
Thank you, Cheryl.
All right, thank
I know
you.
y'all stay busy.
Thank you.
That puts us down to old business. Old business number 4, first reading ordinance 2018-21, an ordinance to amend Title 7, Chapter 6 of the Laverne Municipal Code regarding fireworks. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Make a motion to approve.
Got a motion to approve. Need a second.
Second.
Second. Alderman Cole.
Aye.
Alderman Brown.
No.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
I say aye. First reading ordinance 2018-21 passes. Now number 5. Second reading ordinance 2018-23, or ordinance to amend Title 20, Chapter 2 of the Laverne Municipal Code by adding a new section 20-209 entitled Park Activities Near Right-of-Ways, Access Road, etc. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Make a motion to approve.
Need a second.
A second.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Cole.
No.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
I say aye. Second reading ordinance 2018-23 passes. Going back to number 4, Bruce, was that first reading on the fireworks or second?
Yes, sir, that was first reading.
Okay. All righty. That puts us down to consent agenda. Need a motion to approve or deny the consent agenda.
To approve.
Got a motion to approve. Need a second.
I second.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Cole.
Aye.
I say aye. The consent agenda passes. Down to new business. First reading ordinance 2018-24, an ordinance to amend the Laverne zoning ordinance regarding temporary use of regulations for fireworks tents. This received a favorable recommendation from the Planning Commission on September 25th, 2018. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Motion to approve.
Got a motion to approve. Need a second.
Second.
Got a second. Alderman Cole.
Aye.
Alderman Brown.
No.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
I say aye. First reading ordinance 2018-24 passes. Puts it down to number 8. First reading ordinance 2018-25, an ordinance to amend the fiscal year 2017-2018 general fund budget. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Make a motion to approve.
Got a motion to approve. Need a second.
Second.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Cole.
Aye.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
I say aye. First reading ordinance 2018-25 passes. Number 9, first reading ordinance 2018-26. This is the ordinance to amend the fiscal year 2018-2019 general fund budget. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Motion to approve.
A motion, need a second.
Second.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Cole.
Aye.
I say aye. The first reading ordinance 2018-26 passes. We're down to number 10. This is a resolution 2018-26 24, a resolution of the City of Laverne Board of Mayor and Aldermen to declare property owned by the city to be surplus to the city needs and directed disposal of the same. Need a motion to approve it or not?
Motion to approve.
And a motion, need a second.
I second.
Alderman Cole.
Aye.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
I say aye. Resolution 2018-24 passes. Number 11, this is a resolution 2018-25, a resolution to support the ending of the vehicle emission tested in Rutherford County. Need a motion to approve or deny?
Motion to approve.
Got a motion to approve. Need a second.
I second.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Cole.
Aye.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
I say aye. Resolution 2018-25 passes. Now we're down to number 12. Also another resolution, 2018-26. This is a resolution to name the Laverne Senior Citizen Center in honor of Sherry Green. Need a motion to approve or deny?
Motion to approve.
Got a motion to approve. Need a second.
I second.
Got a second. Alderman Brown.
Aye.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Cole.
Aye.
I say aye. Resolution 2018-26 passes. We're down to number 13. It's a motion to approve a contract with Metro Nashville regarding the possibility of acquisition of easements for the Metro Hurricane Creek Pipe Improvement Project. Need a motion to approve or deny?
Motion to approve.
Need a second.
Second.
Alderman Cole.
Aye.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
I say aye. The motion is approved. Number 14, motion to appoint or remove board members, committee members. A, Senior Citizen Advisory Committee, 2 terms is vacant. Bruce?
Yes, sir. As you mentioned, there are 2 terms vacant. One of the positions is supposed to be for a county commissioner or the county mayor. I sent a message to all of the 5 district members for Laverne. I only heard back from Joe Gurley, who did express interest in being on this committee. So at this point, he is the only applicant that we have that is willing to be in that commissioner spot.
We could go ahead and appoint him tonight.
You can.
We need a motion to appoint.
I would like to appoint Commissioner Gurley, or I'd like to make a motion to appoint.
Motion to appoint Commissioner Gurley. Need a second?
Our second.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Cole.
Aye.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
I say aye. It passes. Now we're down to B, Park and Rec Advisory Committee. 2 terms is vacant. We got 3 applicants. We got Eric Boyd, Brianna King, and Kathy Tyson. We need, do we do it separate?
You can do them together or separate.
We can do it,
however the board
y'all can do it together or separate. I'm gonna need a motion.
Motion to appoint Brianna King and Kathy Tyson.
Got a motion to appoint Brianna King and Kathy Tyson. Need a second. Got a motion on the table to appoint Brianna King and Kathy Tyson. Need a second. The motion fails for lack of second. I'm going to open the table back up.
Motion to appoint Kathy Tyson.
Got a motion to appoint Kathy Tyson.
I second.
Got a second. Alderman Brown.
Aye.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Cole.
Aye.
I say aye for Kathy Tyson. Now we can open up the other board members. Anybody want to?
Make a motion to appoint Eric Boyd.
Got a motion for appoint Eric Boyd. Need a second.
I second.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Cole.
No.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
I say aye. Eric Boyd and Kathy Tyson is both on the Park and Rec Advisory Committee. That puts us down to number 15. We're moving right along. Number 15, a motion to approve purchases of radio equipment and installation service for the city to move to the Tennessee Advanced Communication Network using state contract pricing. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Motion to approve.
Got a motion to approve, a second.
I'll second so I can open it up for conversation.
Got a second by Alderman Brown for discussion. It is open.
I just wanted to say I had this removed from the consent agenda because I had some concerns, technical concerns about the type of cable that was being used. But those concerns have been answered and my fears allayed, so we're in good shape now.
Any further questions? Alderman Cole.
Aye.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
I say aye. The motion to purchase the radio and service equipment passes. Now that puts us down to mayor and alderman comments. Alderman Brown.
Well, I was really surprised today and frankly humbled. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Alderman Jones.
I'd just like to say I like for everyone to keep AC in your thoughts. I haven't got a report on. I'll see you after the meeting. Haven't got a report. If you could just stand up and let everybody know how he's doing.
He's doing quite well, actually. He should be returning hopefully by the 8th. So we'll see him back next Monday. He's recovering, gone through, a lot, but his spirits are definitely a lot higher, and he is looking forward to coming back. So.
Glad to hear that. We'd also like to have everyone also keep any of your family members, friends, neighbors that are in need of prayer or consideration. We'd like to take that under advisement also. Thank you.
Alderman Cole.
Just want to remind everybody about the Howl at the Moon 5K, which is coming up. You can register online or at Parks and Rec. It's always a lot of fun. I've been running it for several years. It's usually very packed, so it's always good. Want to ask everyone to remember the Biffle family. They've been going through some medical hard times, and just ask that you remember them in your prayers. Thank you.
I want everybody to keep the families of the Camp family, the Ivy family, the Wright family, and the Anderson family in our prayers for their loss. Again, a great time Wednesday at the Laverne Senior Citizen Center for the ribbon cutting. The reopening of the center, it looks good. So many seniors were super happy, and special thanks go out to the senior staff, the maintenance department, the park and rec people, and all the people that was involved that done all the hard work in the project to reopen the center. Everything looks good, and great job, and thanks. And I want to welcome the 3 new police officers that was up earlier, swore in Friday, Alvin Pike, Brandon Rose, and Juan Lugo. They're sworn in, and they'll be out patrolling shortly. And Howl at the Moon, 5K run, and Trail of Treats, Saturday, October the 22nd, from 2 to 4. It comes on every year. It's always a good turnout at Veterans Memorial Park. And don't forget about the Miss Laverne Pageant and Baby Show. It's Saturday, November the 3rd, 2 p.m., Laverne Middle School. You can register, application available online, or you can call Ann Smith at 615-287-8690. And that's all I have for the meeting, and I call this meeting adjourned.